going and how's the game's been going? And yeah, it's been going great. And you just catch up. And yeah, so it's a really social sort of experience. And it looks like we are finally underway.
Here we go.
We are looking like we are going into this game.
Just shuffling up.
Just shuffling up. And we see one of our players with some gloves on. Okay. Dinh, all right. Serious business.
Yeah, they...
What's oh, okay. I'm not gonna ask about that. All right. I gotta ask him what's his serious player tech about this afterwards for personal reasons. And cool. So Dinh, the player on the right, he's our undefeated player for today. So he will be the man to watch. And on the left side, we playing
Steel Song, I think. Yeah.
So we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, Steel Song again does have a chance in this matchup if you can get your like 1 and 2 lore questing characters, particularly 2 lore. If you can go something like Daisy into Smee into Lawrence, those lines are really hard for Red Blue to remove because Smee is a huge headache with its 3 strength. Lawrence comes out with 4 strength, and they both quest for 2, so they are just very, very difficult to remove.
Yeah, they're both very difficult, but as soon as Ruby Sapphire picks up 1 ice block, then
it changes a lot of the maths. Yeah,
completely. It's like everything's range gets way higher. So
yeah,
yeah. So it's not as much of a deterrent as one may think.
Every time I see Smee come down, my heart sinks when I play Red Blue. It's like, here we go again.
I think that Big Cinderella, the Night Cinderella, might be relevant in this matchup just because she has the resist 2. She can stick around a little bit larger. Having 5 attack puts her out of like out of the Sisu range, even with like 1 or 2 ice blocks.
Even 2 ice blocks. Yeah, that's right.
And she's questing for free, so yeah. So she sticks around. And basically, the only thing theoretically that she's really very challenging into her is the Half Shark or Maleficent, right?
Yeah.
And shifting in on 5. She can come in a little bit early and help you push over the line. Also, I've seen some decks run Gantu.
Yes, I've seen a bit of that.
5 cost quest for 4 has 4 attack. So yeah, you just come in,
not
quest
easy
once.
to remove.
Yeah, and not the easiest to remove. All right, cool.
All right, so I didn't quite catch you on the dice roll there, but I guess we'll find out shortly. And we see both players doing the mulligan. So what can we see here for Dinh? I'm not seeing any ramp, so tosses the whole hand back. Did not like that one.
All I can see is that Dinh is using the sleeves with matte fronts, so that's why it's very very glary on the front side. Yeah. Okay, we'll just have to wait for them to show their hands, and we'll get the ball rolling. So Dinh. Oh, okay, here's the thing. Dinh, he's going to go turn one popsicle always, right? Turn 1 popsicle always.
Well, if he's been winning today, I assume he knows where the popsicles are in his deck. So
turn 1 popsicle, and then turn 2. In this matchup, you just go Sail Azurite Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Azri, I think it's probably turn 1 Daisy into turn 1 Lilo. So Daisy actually
like that, yeah.
Okay, Daisy kind of okay in this matchup because
Daisy's very good.
The high concentration of actions, songs, and items in Ruby Sapphire means that Daisy's downside triggers off significantly less.
Significantly less, yeah. All right, what are we seeing?
So I think I see a Grandma Tyler on the right. So he inks a Tipo.
Yep.
No popsicle, but inking a Tipo usually means he's got either a Tipo or a Sail.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I think I see the Enchanted Maui as well, which is not a card I've seen before, so I'm pretty excited for that one.
Okay, Ursula into Daisy. All right, cool.
So that's quite a good start here for Azri. So Dinh, we expect is going to have some ramp here. Yeah, quite likely Sail the Azurite Sea.
Is Dinh putting his ink over on the left side?
Yeah,
okay,
likes to keep it very separate. There's the Sail.
Cool. Sail, seas. Inks a sea, so he's like, all right, cool.
Yep.
May not need to ramp again for this game.
And there's a Super Goof. So this is more of a...
Super Goof. All right, cool. So
that's the Enchanted Super Goof as well.
So Super Goof is a 4-cost 2/4 that has Rush.
Yep. So it can challenge on the turn that it comes down.
And it gains 2 lore when it challenges.
Correct, yep.
Cool. So Daisy questing for 2.
And Pirate's Life to the bottom. That is not what Dinh wanted to see.
All right, not punished. All right, cool. And yeah, Lilo turn 2, right? So
Yep.
yeah.
So this is a pretty good start for Asri, as good as you
cool.
could really ask for.
All right, so turn 4, it's Mamatala. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Grammatala. Yeah, cool. Easy. Top 2. He's thinking about it. All right, he picks up that one, puts the other one to the bottom. And that should be pretty much it. There's nothing else going on. All right, Asri, he's probably going to get +4 this turn.
Yep, I would say this will be a double
And
quest.
What's his turn 3 play? Turn 3 play, like,
Inks
Pete?
Ariel.
Ariel, okay, cool.
Yep, that's
So
pretty
Ariel-
solid. So yeah, it's been a good start here for both players, I would say. Din doing what they want to do, which is ramping.
Okay, so
So yep, keeping the
So you
strength
only have
of the
to-
Raging Fire.
yeah. Cool, so straight for Raging Fire, and then
And then yeah, I
quest
think
those
we'll just
two.
see a double quest
Yeah.
here. Oh,
Oh,
be
be
prep to the
prepared.
bottom.
Okay,
so
alright, alright.
another
yeah,
another
not-
whiff
not
on the
punish,
Daisy.
All right, cool. Come on.
And is Lila going to quest?
Yeah, for sure, right? Well, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess you might want to build up a wide board and then.
Like,
Play some-
is he worried that Grammatala is going to challenge into it?
I think that's the concern
But
here.
the thing
yeah.
is, Grammatala, like usually to sing how far will I go this turn.
Yeah,
So by not doing that, he's just told Dim to like, hey, just go, go how far will I go this turn, and then that just sets
Alright,
up.
so there's the enchanted Maui.
Yep.
And yep, very nice
how far?
answer.
How far?
And just quest for
just,
one.
just quest for one.
Yep.
All right. What?
Probably doesn't have it in hand, I would say. So
I don't know if it's like don't have it in hand or whether there's some spicy brewing going on here.
could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you had it, you would play it there. You really want to ramp quickly against
Yeah,
Steel
well,
Song because
yeah.
they often make you discard your whole hand.
Gaining
so.
one law with Grammatala like really does not help your game plan, right? Like he doesn't. It doesn't matter to him whether he was still at 0, 0, or 1, right? But obviously, if you can sing, you get some value out of it. Yeah, and you're not worried about it getting challenged at all. So now Asri is on the back foot. He's still on 4 law. So yeah, so he's still on 4
Cindy.
4 law. So what?
Yep.
How does he can't really push forward. Like to be honest, like, the Maui is not super important. But you just don't want to play like say a Lawrence into it or a Pluto into it because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
already taken taken
One
bit of
damage,
a hit. Yeah.
So there's a Rapunzel.
Rapunzel for no
No
value.
target to heal, unfortunately. Well, there's another Sing of Force, so probably trying to go wide and then answer some of these threats.
Yeah.
Ariel can sing Strength here on the Tala, but I don't think that's exactly what they want to do. So we may just see a pass here from Asri. So yeah, I think Din, and this is often how this matchup
So,
goes on
yeah.
the play, is the red-blue just...
Is he's just holding off the Lilo and then like later on he's going to start.
I think so.
challenging?
I
Like,
think...
well, it's okay. Admittedly, the Maui has nothing to do, right? If you got no guys at Exhorter, the Maui has nothing to challenge, and Maui's not going to quest or anything, right? But like the longer the game goes, the more it's in Din's favor, right? Like Asri is not going to ramp up nearly as fast. He's not going to have like a critical mass of cards.
Oh, and there we see the whole new world. So,
So he sung with the Ariel.
yep. And there's the quest. So we got 6-1, and both players have an entirely new hand, and Din draws for turn. So it's hard to see how much ink Din is on. I think he's on 5? Yeah, it looks
So
that way.
he did Rapunzel this turn.
Rapunzel, Sing Whole New World, and Quest for 2. So we got 6-1. So Asri's Law, not too bad.
He's only on 4.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
And so we got Popsicle, so Din...
So Din's currently on 6.
He does not look happy with the hand, though. May have a bunch of expensive cards that can't be cast. Two ink. I wonder if we're going to see Sail here. We're going to see Visions.
All right,
Oh,
let's
we got
have a look.
double mana.
All right, so we got double mana.
Triple
That's-
mana, in
honestly,
fact. I think mana's
Okay,
not
okay.
bad here. Start the clock.
yeah, like Din obviously like know something, and he was on the cutting edge because like apparently McDuck Manor has just been overperforming apparently today from what I've been hearing. All right, just challenging the characters, cleaning them up.
Banishing the Popsicle. So this is one of the things. Popsicles usually is just food for Hiram. Draw 2, but... And the Brawl. And will we see...
So upside is
Probably one of these manners is going to... It's unlikely you need to play 3 McDuck manners in a single game, but you never know.
yeah, Asri doesn't. So Azuri doesn't really have
Yep.
any sort of answers to mid-duck manners.
No.
Even like sending in Zeus is like irrelevant.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
for a
9
chunk of 4.
willpower is just so chunky. And Din is...
Tippos.
I like
figuring out
I
what
like the
to ink.
Tipo. I think if you've got the extra cards from the whole new world, why not try and ramp
So
up?
that means he should have what, 7?
7. I think, yeah. Yeah, it was on 5, inked for turn, and played a Tipo. So yeah, 7. So it could potentially double mana next turn, and that's going to start a pretty rapid clock for the Steel Song player to contend with. Particularly with an empty board here. So there's a Lilo. And we got the Gaston Baritone Bully coming down there. So that's a 3/3. A lot of decks run that one just because it's not in range of cards like Brawl.
The free, that's a Singer 5?
Singer 5,
Yeah,
correct,
okay,
yes. And there we go. Maui's got nothing to do, so
true,
singing
yeah.
how far I'll go.
Now we can sing, yeah.
And
Up to 8.
are we
Number
going to
9.
see double mana? There we
All right,
go.
cool, yeah, all right, double mana.
And
then
quest for
4,
2. So we're up to 3 to 6, and yeah, it's looking quite good for Din here. Azuri needs to simultaneously find a way to remove Din's board as well as deal with these manas,
So-
and I don't think the deck has a lot of tools to deal with that. So yeah, he really just needs to get a wide board and try and race it down somehow. But again, this is one of the things with these locations. It's like even
He's
if
going to gain +4 off the locations off itself.
Yeah.
next turn. So he's like, start of turn, he's up to 7. He's like ahead.
Yep, so all Din needs to do is defend the locations, and they will win the game eventually. And yeah, Steel Song does not have a particularly fast... They don't have a lot of questing for 3 or 4, so yeah, trying to race down the locations is going to be very, very tough.
Azuri just played another card. It
Played a
was
Robin Hood.
Robin
Yep.
Hood, yep.
Singing... I think that was, yep, Strength. And Quest for 2 with the Lilo. So we got 8 to 3, but we are about to go 8 to 7 with the manas. So, yeah, Din is looking pretty good. And Ink the Cindy. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Ooh.
backsies.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's
Yeah,
short.
he allows it, so that's
cool.
good. All right, so I think we're going to see Talam is
So he
probably
just
going to
gains the
challenge
4 from the
it. Gains
McDucks.
the 4, so 8 to 7.
Yep.
I would love to see another McDucks come down here.
2 cards. So Din, I think, ended up last turn on 10 ink. So spent
8, I think.
8.
Oh, maybe it was 10. Yeah, he did play the how far ago, didn't he? So there's 4 and
9?
5,
Might
9.
be 9, because I know he went 2 McDuck manners, and then he had like, he had 1 tapped from the,
Yep.
the how far will I go.
Yep, so he had
So he had 9 last turn. It goes up to a huge amount.
Yeah, so these manas are just staring down
Yeah.
the Steel Song
Azuri
player,
has
and it
no
just
answer to this.
feels horrible, yeah.
And
Gets the Lilo back.
oh, yep.
Yep. Draw for turn, and yeah, I'm not sure what Azuri can do here to answer these manas. There's the Smee. And again, this is another case where if the manas just come out more cheaply than the Lucky Dime, and Lucky Dime, if you were tapping that, it's a 2-ink tax every turn, you're gaining 1. Whereas these manas, for a 4-cost inkable, you're gaining 2 every turn. So it's just, it really
So
feels like
he
it's...
quested 2 off the Lilo, and now Din gains 4 off the manners.
Yep. So we got 11 to 10. We're probably going to see Tyler challenge here. And there's another mana. So I think if we just see Tyler and Tipo both quest, so that's...
Okay, so like, is the strat that like
there we go.
Din is just like went significantly less off on the items as a win con. Oh, just moving his characters into his
There
manners,
it is.
getting some tenants in for his premium real estate.
Tyler and Tipo hanging out in the manor. I love it.
Yeah. Does he just like not run Tamatoa?
Possibly,
And
yeah.
This is just his end game, so it's just like buy real estate.
May just be, more of a sort of tempo-related strategy of
right.
get the manners down and then just defend them.
This is just one of those situations where I think, like as we were saying earlier in the day, just locations are in a very good spot right now.
Yeah, very much so.
It just seems like it seems to be working for him, and I guess theoretically he's just figured out like if you put the manners down, even if you're be preparing, like they're sticking around.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
You're just gaining every turn, and you just focus on wiping.
Yeah, that's where the Rush Meow is good too. Just keep resetting your opponent's board, and eventually your manners will just carry you to victory.
Yeah, so yeah, there's been a very distinct lack of red stuff.
Yes,
in
I
this
know.
deck. Yeah, right.
What have we seen? We've seen a brawl, and we haven't seen a lot else. So, all right,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
He's,
Azri just
scooping
scoops it
yeah.
up. Yeah, has no way to deal with the manners. So, on to game 2, and Azri should have a much better time going on the play here. If you can get like the Daisy Duck into the Lilo on
Daisy,
the play,
yeah, that Daisy did do a lot of work the last game. I think like it dodged 3 cards.
Yeah, I don't think it drew a single card for Din there because yeah, the typical red blue is probably fewer than half characters. It's usually about 20 actions and 10 items, something like that, and then roughly 30 characters. So your chances of missing on it are pretty high. And yeah, when you do, sometimes you do run out of cards, and just having that 1 or 2 extra characters would have made a huge difference. But yeah, it's just the luck of it sometimes.
Yeah, so that matchup was definitely did seem a little bit dire.
Yep.
Yeah, but there was not that much removal actually. To be honest, like you didn't really see Sisu's.
Yeah, didn't see a single Sisu.
He didn't even need to play Be Prepared, really.
No,
Yeah.
Be Prepared got discarded with the
We didn't
Omni
see
World,
we
so-
didn't see Half Shark either.
No, we didn't. So
What's I kind of want to see his list now.
Yeah.
I want to.
I think it's just a different approach, just trying to play a little bit faster and yeah, just play around the locations as your win condition, and yeah, it's clearly working out for him. And yeah, I think this is one of the things where if you want to give yourself an edge in an event like this, running a slightly different deck list to what people are expecting might be able to give you that. So
Yeah, so that's the obviously the strength of having a really good set of testing partners. You guys can test a whole bunch of matchups that you're preparing for, and then test into it.
Yep.
So like at the recent Lorcana challenges, certain players would have won with so and so decks. People in Australia would have seen those deck lists. They can base a whole bunch of stuff on that, and then you know what people are copying into, but you're just one step ahead. So yeah, this might just be it.
yeah, this Din deck looks scary.
Right. Giving it a good shuffle. All right.
So yeah, I think Azri will have a much better time on the play here. If they can get the same hand that they had in that game, I think with the Daisy into the Lilo, they'd be quite happy. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, so Azri going first. All right, fist bump. All right, let's go. Can Dim extend it over to 14-0?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Keeping free. P24.
Yep, I see 2 whole new worlds in Azri's starting hand, so he's pitching those back. And there's a 7. I saw a couple of songs in there, so yeah, this is not looking like a bad hand for Azri. Kept 3, so there's got to be some early game in there. Wow, look at Din shuffle like a machine. This is one of the things where I judge the skill of card players based on how well they shuffle, so I can tell both of these players have, this is not their first game.
Definitely Din. You can see he's a little bit more fluid with it. Azri maybe a little bit less. Could be nerves though. That could also be a thing.
Yeah, that's true. Playing under the lights must be tough as well. Like,
Yeah. Your hands get sweaty.
yeah,
Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
that's the one. Mum spaghetti. You know how it is. So,
Cool.
all right,
All right.
here we go. Azri on the plate.
All right. And should be Daisy turn 1, right?
Daisy
All
would
right.
be the ideal
Okay, so
start,
Big
and
Cindy
there it
down,
is. Yep.
and we're going straight into Daisy, and then go Haram into Porps. Haram into
Develop your brain, yeah. So just looking for something.
Cool. All right, easy. Then, all right, look at top card.
There's the criminal mastermind, so I don't think we'll be seeing that come out.
No, it's good against Half Shark.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Oh,
got the Tipo.
finds
Oh,
the
yeah,
Tipo.
yeah, all right.
That is
All right.
huge.
Scoop it up, boys. All right. Cool. Oh, yeah, you
And
see
what are we going to see on turn
the
2?
fist bump. Yeah, pumping.
Has
Smee?
Azri got a turn
No,
2?
you want to go Lilo if you have Lilo, but he doesn't have Lilo, so it's like, oh, Smee, right?
Not sure that Azri has a turn 2 play here. So we got
He's playing around with the pen. So, Azri, what's going on? What's going on? He just passes.
Oh,
All right, okay, so
that
you know too.
is
We didn't
not
see Smee
ideal.
there. Yeah, okay. All right,
And
cool.
there's that
Tipo.
Tipo.
Put another one in. Yeah.
Oh, that is...
Did we ink Pirate's Life?
Yeah, ink Pirate's Life. Play the Tipo. So the card that you ink from the Tipo, you don't need to reveal because it says any card, so you don't need to prove that it's inkable. Whereas most cards, when you're inking for turn, need to be inkable, and you need to show your opponent what you're doing.
Oh, he inked Criminal Mind, so he goes Ariel.
Yep.
Yep.
Finds another Criminal
Criminal
Mind.
Mind,
I
cool.
think, well, at least it's
Well,
inkable, so
but
yeah.
you've now given it away. So like, whenever Dinh plays Half Shark,
Yeah, I know.
he knows what's coming
The
out.
jig is up. And there's another draw. There's the Tala, so...
All right, cool. It is
Up to 4 lore here for Azri, but this game has not started well.
all right. Sailed
two
as
for
right.
sail.
T looks like we'll get up to 5 and get the end of this turn.
Yep, and hopefully has a brawl for
No,
this
so
area.
you can like ink twice and then
play the brawl. Yeah, that's another one of the powerful things about the sail is...
the ink comes in.
Yeah, the ink comes
ready,
in. Yeah, so you can... Whereas if you played a Tipo there, you can ink for turn, but you would only have 2 ready ink available. So yeah, sail very, very powerful in that situation. All right, so we get the hard cast on the Storm. And, this is really not going Azri's way.
So Ursula
Quest for
in
2.
and doesn't have any. His ink, like the cost of his cards just aren't lining up. This game, so it's just not coming together.
Whole new world in there.
Yeah.
Got Robin Hood. Yeah, it's clearly an ugly hand here for Azri. And there's the Maui. Oh, jeez, yep.
Comes in and sends her on her way.
That's a second enchanted Maui for Dinh. Plays 1 enchanted, inks another enchanted. Wow. The deck is stacked. That's a nice answer, though. Naveen into... And ink Criminal Mastermind. Yep. So that was a good turn for Azri, but I would definitely say that they are on the be prepared just on the one target. I think Dinh's got the read here that Azri's hand is ugly. So there's probably 1, maybe 2... whole new worlds in there.
I think like Dinh feels like he's honestly just kind of like autopiloting at this stage. He just kind of knows what's going on. He's just feeling himself. Azri, don't know whether it's like this game or maybe it's because this is like the end of round 7, but does not feel like I'm getting the energy off him as someone who's going 6-1 and 6-0 currently is. So maybe just a long day. He's just getting a little bit fatigued out. Because you do have to remember these players have been playing since 10 a.m. this morning, This
would be, game number 14 for them, I think?
At least, right?
Azri had a very ugly hand to start with, though. Yeah, so Robin Hood sings a whole new world there. And Azri's just hoping to go wide here. So that's not terrible here. The Lawrence, the Smee, and 2 lore for the McDucks. So Tyler's going to... seeing how far I'll go, and I'm probably looking for another be prepared here, I would say, for Dinh. Or some way to remove some of these cards. So Azri's done a good job here of building up another board. It was looking a bit grim there, but depending on what Dinh found, it may yet be recoverable.
So he still has a reasonable amount of board control. He can slowly start challenging this McDuck Manor.
There's the Maui.
But
this Maui has been putting in. That's another. That is
it's
the
probably
third.
Just assume it's a playset at this stage,
Oh
right?
my goodness!
So, like, this is crazy. Like, so this deck so far we have not seen in any Half Sharks.
Yep.
I think this just might be a build that just runs significantly less items.
And just plays Protect the Mana. Yeah, that's the name of the game. So 2 manas now, and there's at least Lawrence plus Cindy plus Smee deals 8. So Azri can almost remove 1 of them, but yeah, that is a tall order. So Aerial for 3, looking for probably Strength here would be the ideal. Yeah, Storm's not bad. So can cast the Storm at, the Maui. And yeah, I think Azri might just have to try and race this one because dealing 18 damage to the 2 manas is like very, very challenging.
Both are very insurmountable. Like, I can't see him slowly being able to crack away at the mana.
While developing the board.
Yeah.
And it's very challenging.
While also, if you are just questing out, like, Dinh's just got basically a protected 4 that's just going to game for every turn. So the game's just on the clock. So
well, there's the Pete and the Daisies. That's That's good. At least that's a
gives
bit
you
of
some
pressure there
protection.
from Azri's side.
But
Yeah.
but Din's got plenty of ink, so like
Yeah, the Pete may shut down any plans that Din had for this next turn. That's
we don't know if he's got Sisu.
quest
Like
for another 3. Yeah.
that is the thing. We've actually seen very little cards, so
Yeah.
he might actually just not have Sisu.
Yeah, he may not be running it. All right, so there's another 4 from the mana, and Popsicle looking for an answer. What have we got here? There's the shark.
Oh, so he does run. Okay, cool. So
Probably, yeah, wouldn't mind fetching a B prep here if they could. And Tala's going to challenge Smee. Takes 2 lore off the board. I think that's smart.
also like Smee is actually one of the stronger characters, so it would have been able to challenge.
Wow, look at
What is
this.
this guy doing?
Moving back and forth between the manas. Oh,
all right. Okay,
Din
buddy. All
has
right.
got the swagger going on today. I love it.
Okay. All right.
All right, what do we got? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 lore on the board for Azri. That is quite good. Pirate's Life to the bottom.
Oh, missed that time.
Yep. So going up to 11 now.
Question
Still
high.
got the 2 manas and another Pete. Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
may seal
lock
the
it
deal
out.
here. I'm not sure if Din has anything other than actions that could remove this wide board. We haven't seen any of the big Sisus, so
I don't know. Maybe it's just in deck and we just haven't seen them. But like
could be,
even
could be,
then,
yeah.
Sisu doesn't clear out all of it. It only clears out the
No, it doesn't clear out the Pete, doesn't
Yeah.
clear out the Lawrence
Lawrence
at this
still
stage.
sticks around. Yeah.
And it looks like we just saw
And-
Zeus come down onto the Sharks, so
So he's gone really wide. So
yeah.
all right. Actually, this
I think
we
Azri's
might have
just
a game
making the
here.
call,
We-
yeah.
Like, all right.
I think, yeah, there it is, and
He
Din scoops him up, so there's
scoops it up.
1-1.
Wow, crazy.
That is crazy. The first...
just went wide,
Yeah.
and then yeah, he just didn't have enough juice.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a be
okay.
prepared.
It wouldn't have mattered. Like
No.
he like picks up the be prepared.
Yeah.